Hi there, I'm Kylie Mowbray Allen from Hello Media.
And I'm Jenny Walk from Elephant in the Room Consulting, and you're tuning into Bite Size Business Live Podcast, the show that helps business owners get clarity and insight to grow their dream business.
Whether you're launching, ready to scale, or figuring out what's next, we discuss the nitty-gritty, the hard bits, the opportunities, and the behind the scenes, and share how we've grown our own companies and helped others do the same.
We're glad you're here. How are you, Kylie?
Well, Jenny, I just dawned on me that I'm wearing the same dress as I was last week in Bali when I was waving myself with a fan the entire time.
And now you're back in Australia and we've got drizzle, which we've had for like 3 days of rain.
Yes, I'm loving this weather so much. It's so good. That I find that humidity a massive struggle.
Oh, me too. We are very excited. Although we have lots of clothes that can't go in the dryer that are refusing to dry anyway.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other drama, right?
Well, I had a very, very successful trip business-wise, and perfect topic for today, talking about collaboration, because it was my client's retreat, but he collaborates with me doing his marketing, et cetera, et cetera. And we ran a whole new event over there, which was another collaboration with him and about 6 other businesses. So I just think what a great time for you and I to talk about the power of collaboration. Well, I was going to say for small business, that client of mine is a huge business, not a small business, but for all businesses to have those opportunities to work with others is just an incredibly powerful thing. So
I think it is. I think you're 100% correct, Kylie. And I think whether you're small or large collaborations or partnerships, whatever you want to call them, has to be a part of your sales strategy, your marketing strategy. But particularly for small businesses, when you collaborate with other people, it allows you to share audiences, it allows you to grow your reach, but it also allows you to get new perspectives on the same conversations you've been having in your business. And particularly as a coach, we share our views and ideas of the work that we do, and having someone come in and join the conversation means that you suddenly have a new perspective. So you're growing your ideas, you're growing the concepts, but you're also growing the solutions that you're providing with clients. And I think an example of why collaborations are so valuable is that you can now collaborate on Instagram. If you were not allowed to do a collaborator on Instagram, if they didn't think it was worthwhile, they wouldn't have provided that feature. So I think if you needed validation at all, Instagram collaborators is proof that it does help grow your business.
Funny that you just brought that up, because I was going to say, and on the smallest of levels of collaboration, there's an Instagram reel. So for example, I will, not always, but from time to time, I'll do a reel, put it on Hello Media and choose Positive Passion and Businesswoman as a collaborator. And so that's a very, very tiny, no fuss or anything, but it goes out to both audiences. It's a lovely little collaboration. It took me all of 2 seconds to choose a collaborator to be involved. So yeah, you can do it on so many different levels.
And I think the wonderful thing about collaboration is sometimes you don't realize where that collaboration is going to take you. It starts off with, hey, collaborate on my reel, or we started Bite Size maybe 3 or 4 years ago now, after a chance meeting at a workshop, and and we've been working together almost weekly ever since. And through bite-sized conversations, we share clients, we talk about business, and we both grow our perspectives, I think we get to then share new perspectives with the way the world is. An example of that is on the weekend I had my beautiful Empire Builders workshop down at Cabarita Beach, which I love. And one of my clients is looking to deliver or build a product-based business. And of course, I'm mostly doing a lot of service-based businesses. So I said to her, you need to organize, you need to talk to Kylie, because Kylie is the Shopify expert, and she's going to help you be able to create a platform that will actually help you grow and build your product brand. And so it's not about whether I can build it or someone else builds it, but knowing who the expert is. I would never have done that or known that had I not met you and had we not collaborated 4 or 5 years ago.
Thank you very much. And that is so true. It can just come in so many different forms. And there's always, I think what you just said there is just so perfect, because that's exactly what I do. And it's all about connecting people. When you know that that's not your wheelhouse, or it could be, but it's not even your favorite area or whatever, being able to pass that on to someone that's really is their jam, that's awesome.
Yeah, I think so. One of the best collaborations, actually, it's funny that we're talking about this today, and I shared this with you just before we started, is so I think in 2019, maybe 2020, I did a collaborative book with now Lady JB Owen from JB Global, and it was called Ignite Your Life for Women. It was the first book in her series, and she had 36 women all around the world who'd had breakthrough experiences either in their life, in their marriage, in their family, in their business, whatever it is, come together and share their story in a book called Ignite Your Life for Women. And that was the first book that they produced. And I think since then, she's up to 35 collaborative books. So the power of this Ignite Your Life movement is phenomenal. So much so they have Ignite Your Life Gatherama, I think they're calling it, in Las Vegas this year in May. And I've been invited to go over, which I'm very excited as part of the original authors for that first book. But it just shows you, I did a chapter in a book 5 years ago. I have copies of it, which I actually give to clients more. Most of my coaching clients, you can also buy it on our website. But really that, I've just had that as something that I did, a really great milestone, but it's now become collaborative. And now through that book, though, I've had people reach out to me. I've gotten clients through the conversations that we've had. And now I get an opportunity to speak in the US to a whole range of people, business owners, small, individuals who are thinking about starting a business, whoever it might be, and share my story. And that only happened because of that collaboration so long ago.
That's so fantastic. I'm so excited for you. That's awesome. But yeah, I mean, how overwhelming to think first book, I'm going to write a big thing on my own, or be invited to be part of a collaborative project with a book. How awesome.
It's so good. And I think that's where small business often feel like they need to do things on their own. I've been reading an interesting book called by Eric Ries, The Lean Startup. It's an old book. It's been around for 15 years. It's been on my Audible for a very, very long time. And I finally had to drive down the back and coast. So I thought, I'm going to listen to it this time. And what I love about the conversation he's having is that concept that we think things kind of happen in this kind of, like I talk about, we think it happens in a straight line, or we think it has to happen a particular way, or it has to happen fast. But it's actually when you take a step back and get advice and collaborate with other people and start to build your network and build your conversations with complementary businesses or different audiences, you get to see your business through a whole new lens. And in doing so, you can create new products. You can probably ship your product to market sooner, but you also get to grow your network. And I think fundamentally, we said that at the very start, collaborations allow you to grow your network so quickly, and quicker than you're probably going to be able to do unless you're having really, high volume ads or paid ads.
I totally agree with you. I was talking a number of years ago with this dance studio in New Zealand about doing some kind of really awesome collaborative giveaway. And it just opened up their mind to a different way of doing things. So, for example, I said, you can promote it as you win a dance course for a couple for a term or for a course. You can also ask the local movie theatre, the local restaurants, the local all kinds of things if they would also like to be involved. You'll put in the same amount of money. You could also all promote it in an ad. You could put the same amount of money in again, though, promote it on your socials and your email marketing, etc. And then instead of getting 200 people signed up and entering the giveaway, you're getting 2,000 or 1,500 or whatever. That's all those email addresses you're getting. It's all people that are interested in that same kind of thing. You don't want to do collaborations with people that are not your people. But what amazing results come out of that kind of collaboration. So there's so many to be looked at, and in so many ways they can help you grow.
And one of the other ways I feel that collaborations, and sometimes we don't think about it, is, we sponsor Yalari Foundation, which we're really proud of, and they have their major fundraising events every year in Sydney, Brisbane, and also in Adelaide. Adelaide is their first one, I think, this year. And so if you're in Adelaide and you're listening to this, try and get to the Yalari Foundation dinner in August. However, what's great about it is they provide an opportunity for a silent auction. So people who are coming, and generally their corporate partners, have the opportunity to donate something to the silent auction, which is one of their biggest fundraising efforts for the year. what I love about that idea in terms of a collaboration is a business like mine. I have so many clients who have amazing products or services, and they're looking for ways to find new markets. So collaborating, and I have somebody who I'm collaborating with. We're not going to announce it just yet, but we're because we haven't told them yet. But we're working with them to kind of provide something for the silent auction, and in doing so, they get to expose their product to 1,200 people in a room. And so
Wow.
that's exposure, not just on social media, but people walking to and from past this silent auction all night will see their product. And so it gives them an opportunity to elevate their brand, to showcase their brand in a space that they would not normally have access to. So sometimes collaborations don't have to be about growing your business entirely. It's about growing your sector of business or growing your client's business. And I think we have to think outside the box around collaborations, being how do we grow our community? And through our bigger community and bigger connections, that's where you get your business growth.
I think that's so wonderful, and I'm so proud of you and all that you do with that. I just think it's awesome. One that I wanted to mention, and I think we've chatted about these guys before, but it's really clever and it's on a really small scale. And that is through Positive Passionate Businesswoman. There are two women. One is a nutritionist, one is a Pilates instructor. Both do it online. And they collaborated and put a program together so they could market to both their groups and also to Positive Passionate Businesswomen where they met. They could put it out there, run this online program, and then rinse and repeat. And it worked really, really well. They've got the same audience. So that's the key, I think, though, is making sure that the people that you're collaborating with have the audience that you also want to be reaching, or an audience that you can't yet, but it's a great way to get in there. So I think that's important. Someone recently has been trying to get me to do a collaboration, and it was all about TikTok. And I was like, no, because my people aren't on there. And if they're on there, they're also on Instagram. So I don't feel like I need to get there to get those ones. So yeah, I think it's really important to think about where is that new audience going to come from.
I think that's so important, that alignment with whether it's your value set, whether it's your business, whether it's your community, making sure there is some synergy with who you're working with, I think is really important. I've seen a lot of collaborations, particularly on social media, where you kind of look at them and think, why are you working together? It doesn't seem quite right. It doesn't, it doesn't, there's something that doesn't sit quite comfortably when you see some of the collaborations. But when you have a collaboration, and one of the brands here in Brisbane, LSKD, do it beautifully. They've sponsored athletes through their product and training. And so their athletes are always, the athletes that they sponsor and that they support are always wearing their product, are always talking about, what they're doing and the work they're doing. And together, that we're all sitting in the same space. We're all, interested in exercise or interested in health and well-being. And they find people who have a values alignment with the brand. And so it's not just about saying, hey, we might have slightly different takes on the same thing, but that values alignment and that fit is so important for success in a collaboration. I think you're 100% right there.
Oh, I just love that you just gave it a name, though. Values alignment. That is 100% exactly what we need to be remembering.
Yes, 100%.
Nice one, Jenny. That's the key word of the day, I think, is the values alignment with your collaboration. But go out there and start looking, everyone that's listening. Look for where can those collaborations come in. So, for example, tonight or tomorrow night, Jenny and our other friend Ash will be announcing a big collaboration that we're doing with an Australian tour. I feel a bit bad saying Australian tour because it's really only the East Coast, but Australian tour. It's part of Australia.
People say world tour and don't come to Australia. It's the same thing.
That's true.
We're doing Series. Is it really the World Series? It's only in the US, but that's okay.
We're doing a world tour, Jenny. We're just not getting out of Australia.
The Pacific tour. It's all right.
So that's super exciting because we all work with people in business. So therefore, we can offer different things. So we come together as a collaboration, and we've got 3 very awesome and very exciting things that we're going to be offering in different parts of the country. So it's a prime example of a collaboration.
And that's grown organically. I mean, I've worked with Ash. Ash is also one of your clients, and together you and I have collaborated literally since the day that we met at that workshop in Brisbane. But now we all see each other and the value that we bring together. And what I love about our collaboration, and I'm so excited to be launching it tomorrow night. So if you haven't registered for our launch event tomorrow night, please do so. We'll put a link in the chat or in the wherever you're listening to this conversation today. What's amazing about it is that when we look at the life cycle of our of our clients, looking at the life cycle of our business, each of us are tapping into a different element of that life cycle. And I think that's what complements and makes our collaboration so beautiful, is that sure, we could all probably talk on the same conversation, the same topic, and we often do to our clients. But when we're all stepping back and sit in our sweet spot, we all actually help each other kind of carry the baton for businesses. And I think that's what's made this kind of collaboration so exciting for me, is that what we know we're going to do for our clients is elevate them. It's going to make their business incredibly, it's going to amplify their business. And we can't wait to kind of talk about that tomorrow.
Absolutely. And we also have a little a mini workshop on AI tomorrow night as part of it all. So come along and join us. It's free for anyone to come. And yeah, like you said, the links in the comments, and we're going to tell everybody all about it. We have some crazy special pricing being offered for tomorrow night only. So jump on in and join us online.
Sounds amazing. So collaboration this week, take up Kylie's offer, Kylie's what's the word? Challenge. Thank you. My brain just went boom. Kylie's challenge around trying to, look for collaborations that are going to work and align your business. It doesn't have to be massive. It can just be someone you're collaborating on an Instagram post, doing a podcast this week, or a Facebook Live with someone and sharing your audience, sharing your ideas. Or it might be looking at a new partnership to grow your business and, to scale your business. So collaborations can be small or large, but they will 100% grow your audience, grow your community, and help grow your business. And that's really fundamentally what we're here to do, is grow a business in a way that we want to, that feels right and aligned with our values.
And you know what? If Jenny had not done that collaborative book 5 years ago, she wouldn't have been going to Las Vegas in a month. So there you go.
Definitely not. And I'm so excited. Lady JB Owen has been an incredible, she was actually my very first client when I started Elephant in the Room way back in 2017, which seems like a long time ago now. And we've had sort of connections since then, but that book really cemented, I think, her place and also the incredible work that she's been doing globally. So I'm so excited to be heading over there for the Ignite Your Life Gatherama. So I'm excited. But we're looking forward to tomorrow night just as much. We're going to launch our amazing new collaboration with Kylie and the happy therapist, Ash.
Awesome. I'm so looking forward to seeing you then. And yeah, tomorrow night, big night.
It's going to be a big night. So thanks everyone for tuning into this episode of Bite Size Business Live podcast with Kylie and Jenny. Be sure to subscribe and follow us so you don't miss any future episodes. It's been great to have you join us. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.
Thanks. Bye-bye.